on your brain, on your mind.
So for your burgers, you're going to need garbanzo beans, also known as chickpeas. You can also use white beans or fava beans, but I think garbanzo beans are the best. They're also really high in protein. You're going to need a chia egg, a bunch of parsley, a half a lemon, a large onion, tomatoes for afterwards, and then rolled oats. You can also use vegetable broth as well. For spices, you'll need the Mediterranean seasoning. I'm almost out, but that's 7 spice. Garlic powder, not garlic salt. And then you'll need pepper, just plain old black pepper. We love black pepper, so make sure you have that. Then you're going to blend your oats first to get you that nice oat flour. It's up to you the texture that you like, but you definitely want to make sure it's a flour consistency. You'll just blend until it's the texture that you want. After that, you're going to add in your chickpeas. I used about 3/4 a can of chickpeas, depending on how much you want to make and the texture that you particularly like. Will depend on how many chickpeas that you use. If you're going to put this in a big salad, you might want to save some for your salad, some plain chickpeas. So then you're going to chop your parsley. Again, this is to the person. If you like it really, really spicy, you want to do more. I kind of look at it like the more herbs, the better. I mean, when are you getting in a lot of fresh parsley into your diet? So the more the better, in my opinion. Then you want to add in your fresh white onion. You could certainly use purple if that's what you have at home, but I wanted to use white because I think white's a little bit sweeter, and that's just what I was in the mood for today. So then I added chicken broth. I would omit this. If you guys, this is my first time making this and I was totally winging it, I would actually omit this. I did about a tablespoon, but I wouldn't put it in there. I just don't think it really did anything as far as flavor, and I think letting the onion and the parsley kind of act as the natural water would have been just fine. So you want to blend this until you get the consistency that you want. You want it pretty much liquefied. So you really want it as like a really, really, really thick smoothie. If you're using a small food processor like my little guy, it might take a little bit of time, but you'll get there. And then you're going to add all of this to a bowl. You also are going to add your spices first. I forgot about this part. I like to add mine at the end. I feel like if not, it's going to get stuck in different things. So you also could add this to the flour before you add the wet ingredients, but I just like to add it to the end. There's my Mediterranean spice. It's called 7 spice, and it's actually a Lebanese spice, and it's a blend of cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cayenne pepper. It's really good. So you're going to add everything to a bowl. This is where you're going to add your flax egg as well. Now you want that sticky consistency, that's good. I do wish it was a tad bit drier, so again, if you can omit the vegetable stock, I would definitely do that. Now you're going to add in your chia egg. You could also use a flax egg if you do not have chia seeds at home. I prefer chia. Definitely right now, most of you know that I'm pregnant, so I'm trying to get in my omega-3s as much as I can. So this is a really good way to do that as well. So you want about 1 tablespoon of chia blended with 2 tablespoons of water. You want to set that aside in the beginning so it can get nice and thick and really the consistency that you want. Ideally, you know, if you weren't a vegan, this is where you would use an egg, but why use an egg when we can use chia? And really overall, it's cheaper. So I added in just a little bit more of fresh parsley. You can certainly add in garlic at this point or cilantro, depending on the types of spices that you like. you can definitely add those in. You can even sneak in spinach or kale just to kind of get more veggies in there. But I just wanted a little bit more parsley to make it a little bit more green and a little bit more flavorful. So you're going to put these in here. Now, size doesn't really matter. I mean, most people eat these in sandwiches or they eat them on top of their salad. So they don't have to look uniform. They don't have to look perfect. Some people do them in big squares. Some people do them in long strips. Some people do them in big, thick balls. They are usually fried. So it really just depends on how you plan to eat them. I plan to put them on a salad and possibly in a sandwich, so they don't need to be too big for me. So you'll want to put them on a nonstick pan. This is a glass pan that I have. It's actually from my husband's grandma. It's super great, and I do not have to oil it. So really it's up to your dishes how you do it. This is the final verdict.
Final count.
Babe! The final product. The texture is really good, you guys. I put it on rice and some greens with mushrooms, some roasted kale, cabbage, and tomatoes. And these are them. They're nice, a little bit crispy, but still soft on the inside, so still enjoyable. There they are. Oil-free falafel.
No, no, no.